Hi everyone, Rule 303 here. Sorry for the delay since the last video. Life has taken over. Absolutely shed loads of work and I've been poorly for a little while as well, so there we are. Anyway, I'm coming to you today from the Rule 303 man cave, which is rapidly running out of space. So at the moment I'm drowning in brass. Done a lot of shooting recently, a lot of reloading. And all of this brass is up for sale. So if you do need any brass, we've got 38 special, we've got 308, we've got some 44 mag, and we've got some 8mm Mauser as well. So we've got loads of brass. Anyway, I think the subject of the video today is the AIM Dragbag. Now, these are made in Britain. They are extremely good quality and they are well worth a look in. So we're back to the kind of really early days of YouTube, aren't we, with these videos, because there's just no production with my videos. It's just like shove your phone up, take a video, and that's it. And I hope that works for people, because that's all I've got the time to do, really. So the AIM Dragbag, awesome piece of kit. These come in at under £200, a lot of them, and they are well worth the money. I just want to quickly talk you through what there is in the AIM Dragbag, the things that I like and the things that I'm not so keen on. The first is a list, and the second is really minor gripes, I guess. So it's going to be a bit difficult because it's so big, but I'm going to take you through some of the items and some of the things in the AIM Dragbag that I really like. So firstly, these zips are really heavy duty, hard wearing. They are not going to break. You can put a lot of pressure on them and they're going to stay where they need to. Now I want to talk about the philosophy of the design of the AIM Dragbag, because really this is why I love it so much, and this is why these things are so popular. Everything is just so well thought out with these bags. So they're designed obviously for shooters, they're designed by shooters. There's absolutely no way this product wasn't designed by a shooter. Everywhere you look, there's some handy thing to help you with your kit in terms of storage, transportation and access to your kit. So if I open the main, I mean, all of these are a bit different. Most of them have got an exterior pouch or two or three. So on this one, you've got a large pouch here, which is, you've got these rubber kind of retaining straps here, which you can use pretty much to hold anything in place. I mean, I guess you could use them to hold magazines. That's probably the sort of purpose of them in this configuration, but in actual fact, you could use them to hold anything. And then you could also dump all your other kits, any things that we've got in here. Now, this is quite a substantial piece of material here that they've used for this pocket, and you can, I mean, I've fitted barrels in here when I've got guns with interchangeable barrels. Barrels will fit in here and they are going to be looked after in there. So going to the bottom of the bag here, you've got another exterior compartment, again with those great zips, and in here you've got two kind of baggy pouches here. Look at that, I wonder where that had gone. So we've got these two pouches, which are really handy for putting things in, and again you've got a good kind of 1.5 inches of pocket there to actually put in as much stuff as you want, and that's really good. And then you've obviously, if you can see there's a zip on the front here, you've also got a kind of a knick-knack pouch here on the front, so you can actually put in any like little bits and bobs there that you need quickly. You can just get them and have access to them super quick. Now let's open the thing up, shall we? Have a look inside, because this is where this bag really does start to come into its own. Oh yeah, all the way along the zip seam of the bag, you've got these clips. So you've got a clip under the bag up there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 snap clips to hold your bag shut. So let's open it up here, and here you are. Here's the inside of the Dragbag. Now what's hard to show you is the material that this is made out of. There's actually probably, I reckon, a good 1.5 inches of sort of some kind of squashy sponge-like material, maybe some kind of foam, I guess. And what that means is that's going to absolutely make sure that your gun and your scope and whatever else you've got going on in there is perfectly safe. This is super stuff. It's just really soft in there, but it's hard wearing. This material is so hard wearing. It's kind of, you know, it's really substantial stuff. It's really substantial material. This is what you're paying for. So if we open it up, you can see inside that you've got, again, you've got these retaining straps all the way along. Okay, so as you can see, these can be pulled around your gun so that your gun is nice and snug in this bag, and they run all the way along the length of the bag. And then at the bottom of the bag here, you've got this pocket here where you put the butt of your gun in. So you put the butt of your gun in there, and then your gun is up there, and then it's held in place by these straps here. Absolutely amazing, fantastic. Now the padding I was just talking about also runs along the spine of the bag there, so they've really thought this out well. All of that padding, your gun is completely encased in padding when it's in this bag. I mean, you could go travelling with this, you know, to a point. I mean, obviously security would be an issue. Somebody could take a blade out and have your gun away. But certainly, you know, I've taken this on shoots, long distance shoots, where, you know, kit's been thrown in the back of a Land Rover and there's, you know, gun upon gun, and then, you know, you follow the Land Rover up into the hills, and, you know, for that sort of thing, it's absolutely bomb-proof. It's that you are not going to have an issue at all with that. And this will take a lot of punish and a lot of damage, and a lot of anything you throw at it, pretty much. Now inside, obviously, you can see yourself, you've got these straps here. It's very modular in the sense that you can use these to alter where you put in these straps. So you can actually put them here, all the way along, and then the same down at the bottom. Oh, yep. All the way along there to there. So that's a good section of where your gun is, but that's the kind of your scope area there that you can put those around. And then it goes all the way up here, and then you've got kind of almost extra protection at the top here, yeah, where you go. Now I run a 20-inch Remington 700 with a big suppressor, and I can fit that gun in here comfortably. Now when I had a Ruger Precision rifle, I also had one of these, and it was a smaller bag, because the Ruger Precision, as anyone knows who's got one, you can actually fold the stock up and it turns it into a much shorter unit. And I actually had an AIM drag bag that was kind of similar configuration to this, but much shorter, and that was, I mean, that was super handy. So you can get that if you've got a rifle that's got a collapsible stock. You can go for that as an option. AIM as a company are excellent to work with. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a sec. So going on to the back here, now what I've actually done is this compartment here holds the straps for this bag, and the straps can come over here and here, and then you've got a waist strap that comes across here, and those straps are made from exactly the same material as the rest of it, and there's two big fat carabiners on the bottom of them that hold them taut. So those straps, you could take this gun on a long hike if you needed to. If you were fit enough to do that and carry the weight, this gun would go with, you know, it would. I've actually tested it and gone on a fairly long walk with this just to see what it was like, and it's doable. The straps are really well thought out. So as I said, you've got two shoulder straps, and then you've got the waist strap going across there, all with big snap clips. They're all fully adjustable, and as I said, made from the same material as the rest of it, so no problems there in terms of the security of it, or the you know, the hardware in sort of nature of it. You're all sorted. Swing around. So it's really, I suppose, quite hard to give you an impression of just how good this is and how good it feels and how robust it is, because unless you've got one in hand, it's hard to see. It's hard to kind of explain. But I hope I have, because they're well worth the money. I think for these bags coming in at the price they do, they are well worth the looking, absolutely, for you. Now, AIM as a company are brilliant. If you phone them up or email them, they will get back in touch with you. If you phone them up with a question, they'll get back in touch with you. They're really great to work with, so no problems there at all. They stand by the warranties. Not that you probably need it. It's really good. Just summing up for this drag bag, it's incredibly well thought out. Every part of it seems to have been thought with sort of somebody's had like a bright spark moment and gone, oh yeah, you know what we could do in that pocket? We could put this strap, we could put that strap. But it doesn't feel overdone. So it doesn't feel that it's gadgetized to the point where what the hell, you know, you've got stuff that's really superfluous that you're never ever going to use. There's, you know, everything in this bag is usable. Everything in this bag is designed to make life somehow easier for you. So on the good side, or the excellent side of this bag, it's hard wearing. It's fairly economical in terms of the price. Yes, it's dear, it's expensive, but really what you're getting is dwarfs the cost of the price. It's absolutely amazing, the quality of what you've got. So product is very, very well priced in my opinion. It's modular, it's very well thought out. It's designed to help. It's designed to help you and not hinder you. It keeps your gun safe, relatively water resistant as well. I'm sure you could treat this material, make it more so, but you probably wouldn't need to, I wouldn't imagine. Great aftercare service from AIM, and really just an all-round fantastic product. I find it hard to fault. I've only got one quibble, and that's all I've got, and that is these straps here. Okay, there's so many of them. They keep the gun so secure and safe that they do become a bit of a pain to undo when you get to the range. Because they're quite hard, heavy duty straps as well, heavy duty clips. So you got to go down and you got to undo every single one, and you've got to go all the way down. I mean, I guess you could just not do them up, and that's an option, I suppose. But being sort of quite OCD, I like to make sure that they're all done up. I don't really like to see sort of undone clips swinging around. That's the only thing that I've got. That's the only bad thing that I've got. It's not even bad, is it? It's just because I'm lazy and I can't be asked to undo clips. So that's as bad as my criticism of the AIM Dragbag goes. Everything else is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I would definitely encourage anybody who wants to go for one of these to go for one of these. There's cheaper options out there. If you go on Amazon or wherever, you'll find cheaper options that are designed for the airsoft community. Now, I don't slate airsoft products too much, because some of them are interchangeable. Some of them you kind of can use, especially on 2.2 and rimfire modules and guns and stuff. So they have the place, I guess. But for something like this, if you've got an expensive rifle, an expensive piece of glass on top, you want to look after it. You want to make sure that it's kind of transported in a safe fashion. Often your gun bag isn't the first thought, is it? It's far more fun to be buying things like suppressors and trigger units and scopes and stuff like that. But it's well worth getting one of these, because my God, they are hard wearing and good. They also, if you're that way inclined, they look awesome when you take them onto the range. They look the business, they really do. And people will often say, "Oh, where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that bag from?" Or, "Oh yeah, I've seen those online, they're ace, aren't they? I need to get one of those." So they do have a little bit of street credibility as well, range cred, for want of a better word. So yeah, that's the AIM Dragbag. I would encourage anybody who wants one or has thought about buying one to go for it. Press the button, get one. If it's not right, just send it back. They'll sort you out. So yeah, thumbs up to AIM. They've had no part in the AIM in the making of this video. Clearly, this is me coming from the 303 Man Cave. It's not particularly professional, but I've got nothing but good things to say about them. They've had nothing to do with this video at all. So yeah, big shout out to AIM for that. That's it. Remember, if you want to buy any brass, I'm drowning in it. See you next time.